we got to talk about our favorite twins in the Wild system. You were swooning over Mr. Haight.
Hunter Haight, and I tweeted it in the middle game that he is going to be a player. In junior hockey, like in his draft year, and then last year when he went over to Saginaw, like obviously you see that level of skill that so many top prospects have. Like it doesn't surprise you when he's doing against kids his age, but he stepped right in. And again, it wasn't like Colorado's A squad or whatever, but they had some guys playing, like Bo Byram was playing. But like the poise on the puck, the playmaking, the skating, again, like he has so many tools in his arsenal, and he was great. And as it usually goes, obviously after they all get like that one preseason game, and a lot of the kids that get drafted either that year or the year before, they get sent back to their junior teams. With a full year in Saginaw, with them hosting the Mem Cup too, I think he is going to eviscerate the OHL. Like, again, just the decision-making too with the puck. Every time he was on the ice, he was more than noticeable. And he made a bunch of those plays. That pass that he had to Walker, I think it was on the second goal. Maybe it was it might have been the third goal. He rifled that puck backdoor through a seam. He's a dual threat. He's got a great shot. Again, the passing is unbelievable. Dynamic playmaker. But again, like the poise to have the puck and not just want to get rid of it as a young player playing in the NHL preseason against some big fucking boys like Colorado too. He looked phenomenal, and he looked really good at the prospect showcase too. So definitely, I think at the time when he got picked, there were a few people who were like, yo, that's going to be a good pick, even if he is relatively in this draft class somewhat more of an unknown. But you're seeing exactly what the scouts saw. And he's got some tenacity to him too. It's another thing. I talked about it like prospect showcase. I don't think he wanted to get in that fight, but he's like, all right, well, I guess we're doing this now. Popped right back up after getting hammered. Immediately scored a goal in that showcase though. But he just looked so good this preseason. I thought he was phenomenal against Colorado in that preseason game. And of course, actually, before the SpokedZ mush continues, during the prospect showcase, I said my one analysis of the power play is very smart of the coaches to put Hunter Haight and Riley Heidt on separate power play units. First preseason game, what do? They put them on the same goddamn line. And I'll tell you what, I was having a hard time. The Avs announcers were having one hell of a time with it before I muted them. It is. And of course, they were just like passing. There was one sequence where they went back and forth passing to each other, like a Prizov Zuccarello behind the net. And I was just like, this is fucking unbelievable. They know, they have to know. But they both look great. Height and Haight.
Now, Haight's squad in the OHL is hosting the Mem Cup this year, correct?
Yep, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
How does the squad look? Like, are they in contention, or is it a stretch?
No, they've got another solid team. Another guy that I'm sure we'll talk about as the year goes on for this draft class is Zane Parekh. Yeah, Zane Parekh. Defenseman, right shot, great skater, offensive weapon. I think he scored as a draft -1 in the OHL last year. I think he scored 23 goals as a defenseman. And Saginaw was they were a good team. But they traded Pavel Mintyukov, which still was really weird to me because they were absolutely one of the teams that could win their division, go far, the Mem Cup, whatever, or at least the OHL playoffs. So I was very surprised when that trade happened. But yeah, no, the Saginaw, they've got some players. They've got some real good players. They also have Michael Misa for the 2025 draft, who lit it up as a draft -2, a double underager last year, the OHL. He's one of the guys that you're looking at for number 1 overall in 2025. So they've got a solid squad too. So yeah, I'm sure. And any team that's hosting the Mem Cup, you can guarantee they are going to be loading up at the.
I was just gonna ask, how many 9-year-olds are getting traded?
We won't see quite the Zellweger trade, which still is just Like, I mean, they were trading future like 10-year-olds. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, I don't think we'll see that again. But it is just like very funny how that fucking like trade deadline works, where every year it's just like, all right, they traded 4 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks, 7 third-round picks, and 4 players for a guy they're going to have for a month and a half. It's like, Jesus Christ, this is crazy. But yeah, no, they'll be solid. And again, like I said, I think Hunter Haight's going to do damage in the OHL this season.